Voilà, nous sommes en plein dans le Pot-au-Noir.
So my name's Alan Roberts. I'm currently working for l'Occitane Sailing Team, supporting Clarisse Crémer.
C'est très mou ce soir. Pas beaucoup de vent, mais c'est très joli. Très belle lumière à bord de l'Occitane.
Generally it's been light winds. Even the trade winds were broken, as we say. I mean, we've had a lot less breakages than usual, so only one boat has pulled out of the race so far, which is massive, because usually we'd have a few more boats broken due to extreme weather conditions, which is really great for the race. It also means the boats are really compact, so the older style and generation boats are able to keep up with the newer, faster boats, because they haven't had a chance yet to, let's say, stretch their legs and go fast.
Il est 4 h du matin là, dans la nuit de vendredi à samedi, ça y est, le vent rentre enfin. La masse noire, juste sous mon vent, c'est charal.
Bah, t'es qui toi? Toi, tu devais être dans le filet que j'ai trouvé dans l'hydrogénérateur. Ah oui, c'est ta maison là. Oh bah vous êtes plusieurs.
Une pluie torrentielle. J'en ai profité pour faire une petite lessive là. Si vous voulez voir à quoi ça ressemble, du taboulé au poulet à pertiser. Et ben je crois que vous n'êtes pas prêts. Tada. L'aspect faut pas siffler. C'est quand même rigolo quand même. Regarde.
Petite soirée bien accompagnée. On a Romain Athanasio et derrière là-bas dans le nuage c'est Violette. Eh les amis, je suis trop content ce soir. Il n'y a pas un nuage à l'horizon. Hier soir, j'ai pété un câble, on pouvait pas manger, on pouvait rien faire. Et là, il n'y a pas un nuage. Je vais me faire mon petit lit-off. Peut-être même me faire une petite sieste.
You see these clouds? That's why I have such a sleepy face. Oh wow, look at this.
And now they're in a kind of famous part of the race course, a part we call the doldrums in English. It's an area in the world where the conditions are very variable, they're very unstable. From 5 miles difference, even hundreds of meters difference, you can have very different wind conditions. And for those of you who have been following the tracker, I think it means that you see sometimes the boats are going at 2-3 knots, and sometimes the boats are going at 17, 18, 25, 29 knots.
On est arrivé il y a 2-3 heures, on a déjà eu quelques grains. L'ambiance Pot-au-Noir quoi, il fait gris, il y a de pluie et du vent.
Voilà, bah ouais, en fait, pas beaucoup dormi cette nuit.
Je penserais qu'il serait pas si actif, mais là c'est encore les grains de la nuit. Et nous on est juste ici. Voilà, le Pot-au-Noir. Le vent a tourné de 80 degrés. Il est monté à 20-25 nœuds.
So looking at the race tracker here, we can see that the fleet is compressed all together. This is the doldrums area here of light winds. More light winds off the African coast, as we can see the darker blue here, and a bit more breeze further west in the green. So if we zoom into the fleet now, we can see they're right in the middle of this massive light winds area. The objective of the fleet right now is to get into this new wind as quickly as possible. The boats further west will be slightly more upwind, so they'll be going slightly slower than the boats that have managed to cross slightly further east, who will be able to sail a lower and faster angle. So Tomo will now be hoping that he can get further enough forward on the fleet to make enough gains to stop being rolled over the top by boats further east.
Voilà, je suis content, on s'en sort pas trop mal de notre petite option. C'est un début de tour du monde qui se passe pas trop mal. Je prends mon rythme à bord tout doucement. Allez, à plus. Salut.
So I just want to talk a little bit about the speed differences from the boats. So far, because they've been in light winds, the newer, faster boats haven't really had a chance to show their potential yet. We had a first glimpse of this off Cape Finisterre when Nico Lundvin on board Holcim broke the 24-hour record. And actually, just yesterday, the record's been re-broken again, now by Johan Rischen.
Et voilà, on est reparti. On a trouvé du vent. Ça va être un bord très sympa. Il qu'il n'y a pas trop de mer. Bon, j'ai un petit message pour Nico Lulu, mec, je suis désolé, je suis vraiment triste pour toi. Mais je t'ai piqué ton record du monde, mec, 551 000. Allez, la revanche dans le sud. Ciao, ciao.
So I just want to show Johan's track over the last 24 hours to give you an example of what it looks like. So Johan is the boat in blue here. He's in the middle of the packet. As we play forward here, we can see Johan in the blue. He starts to come into the new breeze and accelerates away from Justine and starts to close the gap towards Sam Goodchild. We see the same from Jeremy and Charal and Charlie and Massif. And Johan just manages to go a bit quicker than the other two. And then we can see as soon as he came out of the breeze, he ran into a light wind spot and absolutely stopped dead. And unfortunately, all the gains he made, he then re-lost as the boats behind him sailed into him. But that's part of the game. But that was our second real glimpse of what the new boats are capable of. And as soon as they get through the doldrums and into the south, we'll see the new boats really accelerating away again.
Allez, après une bonne nuit à bourriner là, bienvenue sur le avant de la flotte. On rentre dans le Pot-au-Noir.
Bon, Johan Richaume. Je suis dans le Pot-au-Noir. 0 nœud. Je me fais doubler par les algues. Et en plus, j'apprends que tu viens de me piquer mon record qui a tenu que une semaine, quoi.
Le Pot-au-Noir, c'est tout gris, c'est plein de nuages.
Changement d'ambiance à bord de coup de pouce. On voit que c'est plus la même chose.
Ouais, je crois qu'on peut dire qu'il pleut. Hein.
Je pense qu'on peut redéfinir l'enfer. C'est comme ça depuis 1h du matin.
Bienvenue dans la mer des Sargasses. Regardez-moi ça.
Passage du Pot-au-Noir terminé cette nuit.
À la bagarre avec Johan Richaume maintenant. Ça fait pas tirer sur le bateau ça.
C'est une régate d'acharné, mais bon, ça avance bien. Et puis il fait chaud, humide dans nos tupperwares en carbone.
So the next phenomenon for the boats, as we move forward in time, we can see the evolution of the forecast. They'll come into the southern trade winds, and they'll be looking to cross the high pressure ridge as quickly as possible, which is going to lead them quite close to the Brazilian coast over here to get down into downwind sailing. And then their aim will be to pick up on the next meteorological phenomenon that will be a small low pressure that is forming off of Cabo Frio. Because this low pressure is going to work its way across the southern Atlantic, and they're going to hope to ride this all the way down into the Southern Ocean as quickly as possible. It's a gate, if you would. Either the boats will be able to get on this train and accelerate and catapult themselves down towards Cape Town, or they'll end up out the back of it in very light winds, and they'll have to change their trajectory heavily to adapt to sail around these light winds. So the boats at the moment will be doing absolutely everything they can to sail south as quickly as possible to jump on this train. So that's really the most important thing for them right now.